Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you tonight to Compass Games Town Hall. It's episode 42. It's April 21st, 2022. I hope most of you on the state side have survived tax season. And yeah, we got through that on, I guess it was April 18th was the deadline this year. So hopefully everybody is getting a refund from the government to buy more games, as the saying goes. But to help buy more games, we're going to jump right into the live stream and start our town hall right off the bat. We've got so much to cover tonight that I want to go ahead and bring in Bill and Billy Thomas. So
they didn't think they were going to get the paper for
up
like
here
4 to 6 weeks.
And we'll see if we can get them to know we're live.
Yeah, they already got. Oh,
hey
hello.
guys, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you. I know we have a lot to cover tonight, so I dispense with going through the usual updates up front. I thought we'd get straight to what you want to start with tonight. We have a lot to cover, I'm sure.
Well, African Campaign has been mailed. Okay,
Yep.
so that started shipping, and that's the deluxe version. Okay, NATO, the second printing, I guess, whatever you want to call it, is up on Kickstarter.
Yep.
Okay, we did run correction counters and 2 stickers
for the map,
and that's going to be in the game. But we're also mailing out to all the people who bought it direct. And if you didn't buy it direct, just email me and we'll send it to people, obviously, who bought it through stores and that kind of stuff. So people should be getting that probably in the next week or 2.
Great.
Okay, they should get correction counters and stickers for NATO. Lamps is back in stock. No Peace is back in stock. Brotherhood and Unity is back in stock. It looks like our next game coming out is going to be. I
hope it's Russian Campaign. That's what I'm showing on the website anyway. Hopefully, I guessed right.
Yeah, no, Russian Campaign actually is here.
Oh, great!
So that's going to be shipping as soon as we can.
Can't wait to see the map with the proper mountains on it in the south.
Oh yeah, see, we're going to show you.
All right, here we go. We're going to go right to the good stuff. The unboxing of.
Okay, we got the new map here. No, John Cranswell. Yeah. You know, say this is what got. This will be fun. April Fools. Here's the new map that John made sure was right, so we can finally say it's the right map.
That is a big map. That 79 DPI resolution is coming through really good right now.
Can you see it?
Sort of. Yeah, sort of can see it. It's definitely a mounted map, but it's hard to make out the details. But it definitely looks like an Eastern Front map. I can't make out the specific areas and all. But I see Finland in the top left, some mountain areas. I can't see the bottom south looks pretty barren again, but I'm assuming that's I don't know, I can't tell. I know it's the right map because we got the mountains added, so I'm not worried about it. That's good. No, it's a good size map. Yep, that came through pretty clear right there. Could see that pretty well. Got the German setup order of appearance on the left there that you're showing, and then on the right side is the Russian order of appearance.
So that looks right to you, John?
From what I can tell, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's got those mountains on it. So
where?
Are you showing me an old map again?
No, we threw those out a long time ago.
Oh, okay. I trust it's fine because I can't make it out that well, but I've seen the proofs of it, so I'm not too worried about it.
Can you see now?
I can see the units, the German units, order of appearance. Yeah. And bottom part looks barren again.
What do you mean?
There's no mountains in the Caucasus or whatever, South Caucasus.
Are you kidding me?
No. I don't see anything. That's the middle of the map you're showing right there.
So where are the mountains? So there's no mountains again?
Can you go higher with the map, or can you go higher up? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see him now. There it is. Yep. That bottom part, it was on the bottom part. It's there. Perfect. All right.
It's there.
It's there. Yep. I was looking at the east, thinking that was the south. So
But,
there you go.
Okay, so you're telling me this is the right map?
Probably. I mean, at 75
Probably.
resolution, I
I'm
don't know.
skipping it.
At 75 resolution, I'd say it's the best possible. Yeah, I see some mountain terrains down in Hungary and everything there. So, yeah. It's been a few months. It's been 6 months since I saw the final map. So, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, so you're telling me this is okay then?
All right. If not, we'll use some of the NATO stickers. Just kidding.
How does that look like that? You tell me how. Okay, John, because you've got to be. Okay. Didn't you tell me you added mountains to Hungary and stuff?
Oh, here.
That looks right
here.
to you.
I see some mountains there at the bottom.
Right to me.
As long as the south is at the bottom of the map. That's not the bottom.
This is Hungary.
Where's the rest of the bottom of the map?
Okay, hang on. Joke with it.
There you go. Get your town hall in for the free game.
This?
Definitely want to do that if you haven't had a chance yet.
No, yeah, the bottom.
Bruce says it's the wrong map.
Bruce who?
Bruce Urian, the artist.
That looks right to you. Something's wrong. That doesn't look right to me.
That looks blank to me. Is that the south? Is that the... It's hard to make out the names, so... that doesn't look like the right map, if that's the south area, right?
Well, that's a problem, Johnny boy. Did Bruce send him the right file?
Yeah, I'm sure he did. We double checked 3-4 times. Pretty sure. Pretty confident about that. I usually don't send the wrong files, so I'm not too worried about that. Nice try though, but I'm not too concerned about sending the. I'm not too concerned about if I sent the right file or not. We got pretty tight version control on that stuff. John says
I guess I'm
on
confused.
Facebook, we're going through map dyslexia right now.
I guess I'm confused. You're telling me this map is wrong and this map is what we got at the warehouse.
Well, we'll just have to look at it later.
Look at it later. Frick.
When we send me a picture of it on the phone where I can read it properly. It's hard to see it on the screen. The mountains were in Hungary, Art says. So wherever Hungary is, we need to make sure there's mountains in Hungary.
Yeah, but I thought, okay, but there are, but aren't there more? That's the mountains in Hungary.
All right. Well, that should be good. If we got mountains in Hungary, I can pull out the, if you want, I'll go to base camp. It's going to take me a while. I could look for the corrected file, but I can't do it very fast, unfortunately.
Now, didn't you tell me there were more mountains in the east, though?
Oh, I could look it up. I could look it up, no problem. But like I said, I'm not worried about it because I know we sent the right file, so I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about it.
Then this is the map.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Bruce tells him it's the wrong one.
But Bruce is telling me it's the wrong one.
Bruce, actually, we found the solution here. Custer says all we need is a 24-inch by 24-inch sticker. So I think we've solved the problem already. So we're not too worried about it.
Okay, what does Bruce think? Is this
And
the right map?
Fango says you're messing with crayons. Let's see. Steve Overton says there's not enough mountains on the map. So we're getting all, let's see. The missing mountains, Greg says, are deep in Russia, if I recall, over by Stalingrad. Thomas says that's the Carpathians. Let's see what else we got. There are no Caucasus mountains showing. So David says, screw it, ship them.
That's what I'm going to do.
Fango says, grab a crayon. Grab a crayon. So Crayola stock will go up, no problem. Send crayons with the map is the going solution. There you go.
Okay, I want you to look at this. And how you cannot know that you can see this, right?
Depends. I don't know. When you went real close, I could see the map pretty good, but it only shows
Okay.
1 or 2 panels. So it's hard to see from a distance because the camera is so good, that you got there.
What?
This was 1 o'clock before John.
Okay.
So that's the
here's
map
the
at night. So I see the map for the night action there. Oh, you just got rid of it. Okay. All right. I'm not sure what we're looking at yet.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Hungary. Okay, there's a lot more now on the right. Yeah. No, there's a ton more mountains. Yeah. No, that's a ton more than before. Before it was just Hungary had a little bit. Now it's like it's all over the place, and then there's a bunch to the right. Yeah, looks good. That looks like you switched maps on us there. Or did you put? Is that 24 by 24 inch sticker you just applied there, Bill?
Yes.
Okay. So you got the sticker in. There you go. There, Keith can confirm, and Art can confirm that is the right map. So
Of course, it's the right map.
Bruce says, as artist, this is the right map. He swears by it.
Obviously. And there's mountains in the east.
Yeah, all the action south of Stalingrad. See?
No,
Is that the older one?
No, that's the one in the east.
That's a new one with mountains.
Oh, that's the east. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to make it out on the camera, but
See, so that didn't work
everybody's-
because obviously John doesn't care about his job.
Bruce is more scared. He says, "Stop scaring them."
no, I know about version control, so that's why I'm not worried at all because I know how to control the files. So does that mean it's next? Does that mean Russian campaign's next?
Really? Really? Okay, I'm going to remember that, Johnny boy.
Yeah, I'll send the right files. Promise. Is that does that mean Russian campaign is next in the schedule per the website update? You think?
What? Yeah, like the cows.
Oh, we're going to show the counters. I'll zoom in on you if you're going to do that.
Well, no, we already got the.
You already zoomed in on us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we showed everything yet, did we? All right, hold on. Let me. There you go. So there's got the Germans and the Russians. Looks good. Nice thick counters. I like it. There's the starting unit dispositions. Yep, there we go. Looks good. What's nice, there's not too many components in the game. You just got the player 8 cards, which I think are duplicated. And then same information's on the map. Or, yep, there we go. There's one of the 2 duplicates. Yep, looks good. Don't forget, everybody, get your town hall, #townhall for the free game, as Lance has done. So don't forget to do that.
So that should be shipping very soon.
Okay. Let me know if you want to go through the schedule at some point. I'll be happy to show the schedule if you want to make sure it looks correct.
Obviously, with somebody who was, what word do I want to use? Conscientious, I think, or about his work would have been a little more.
I heard you guys talking.
The joke would have been funnier.
I heard you guys talking before you showed the map. You were going to pull one on me. So I had a clue. You guys didn't hide it well enough. I heard you guys talking before you pulled out the map.
Screw that! Jesus,
you guys have to write stuff down on paper. You can't. You guys got to use signals or something.
Damn it! Now
you
you
use
ruined my
signals
night.
because I can hear you before the show a little bit there. So.
No, I didn't say before. The show.
No,
Or no, before you pulled the map out.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
But
Bruce didn't
here's some proof that let me
I
go
didn't
here.
think you guys could hear us when we talk between the two of us.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. Well, here's African campaign. Somebody actually.
Oh yeah, that's
received
a good one.
So this was posted on Facebook on the Compass Games Enthusiast group, which I know we're at 1,800 plus members, which is awesome. So lots of posts every day there. So thanks to whoever was able to post his copy arriving. Great to see that. Thought I'd share that quickly.
Extend a little bit.
Everybody's getting in their town hall, which is great for the free game. Good job.
No, well, no extend is this. No.
Bill says little Bill has
Yes.
no poker face is the problem. So that,
He blew it. Okay.
Yeah, it's Billy's fault.
I knew he was being. I knew there was something wrong because that's not like John.
Yeah, I was giving away a little early. What are the changes between the first and second edition of African Campaign?
Okay. Mounted map.
Mounted map, thicker
Counters. All the errata is in the rule book.
Yep.
And what else? Map
2
changes.
small fixes. Yeah, the map got
For the
fixed
map,
a little
yeah.
bit. And the counters are thicker. I believe.
Yeah, counters are thicker.
So I'd say overall we did errata on the rules on the map. On the map, it's not the train on the map. It's actually the order of appearance on that's printed on the map had I think 2 errors on it. So we fixed that. Rule booklet, put in the errata, and then of course mounted map, thicker counters for sure. So those are the main differences, Daniel. So good question there. And what I could do is I'll show here just real quickly, Bill, if that's okay. Our schedule has been updated today. So lots of action on the right side. Last meeting, I did not have time to update Barbarian at the gates as shipping. So everything on the right column that you see where my little blue highlighter here, these are all released games. So Barbarian at the gates is there. And then as of today, we added African Campaign Deluxe. So what we show as next in the lineup is over to the left.
Wow,
Russian Campaign. And then we did have a switch in the lineup. I believe this was an audible called by you, Bill. We switched
it might be.
Right?
Yeah, it might be another audible call by me pretty soon. That switches
okay, so the
back,
all right. So the first audible is a Test of Faith, has inched up ahead of Kharkov in the order. I think that is a change we've made for at least for now. Then we've got Death in the Trenches. Yeah, Death in the Trenches next. Eagles 2. So any updates you want? I know everybody can go to the website to see this themselves. This is live on the website. So is there any, I don't know if there's anything you want to call out here, Bill, at all? Any possible audibles you want to mention?
No, it's just that enemy action Kharkov might go back. I don't know yet.
Okay, so enemy action Kharkov might move back up ahead of Test of Faith. Okay, good to hear.
But things are moving along.
Yeah, and we're doing same clip level. I think it's about 2 releases per month, 2 new releases per month, I believe.
Yeah, no, things are really moving along.
And we have the new Kickstarter here. So this again is the return of Bruce Maxwell's NATO, which sold out quite quickly here. So we can go over to the Kickstarter page, and we're already up to about 50 backers for the game. So thanks for that. And worth mentioning here on the Kickstarter is we added some add-ons. There are add-ons available if anybody goes through Kickstarter for add-ons. If I scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see it's those items that are back in stock. It's here we go. It's the lamps are going out, Brotherhood and Unity, and No Peace Without Spain, the deluxe edition. So 3 possible add-ons there based on the pledge levels. Just wanted to point that out. And then I believe we have the rules on here. Yep, the rules are there. If people want to check out the rules, they can do that. And then, of course, the video by Julian, I'm sure, is up there doing the unboxing. So got the nice Kickstarter going already. And then we mentioned again, African Campaign is now officially shipping. So we've got that covered. We can talk a little bit about Compass Expo. We did put up the attendee signups for Compass Expo. So I believe we're up to now, let's check. I think it's 20 as of yesterday. So just by clicking on Expo on the home page, as you scroll down, gives you all the information about the hotel. Here we go. So we've got 20 early registrations. It's not until November for Veterans Day weekend, but as you can see here, we've got 20 attendees registering quite early. So that's great to see. I think most of these folks might be returning. I don't know if there's any newcomers on the list. Maybe 1 or 2, but it's great to see we've got some early registrations already taking place for Compass Expo. So that's nice to see.
Yeah, the other thing too is we talked about our game designer GDW stuff, and we are really, the first game is 1940, 1941, 1942.
Yep.
And remember, these aren't remakes. Okay, these are straight reprints with errata being put in and any questions we know. These are going back, playing quick game. It's all going to be in one box. That is moving along very quickly. Okay. And Art is working on that, on all the GDW series.
Yep. It's great to have Art doing that for us. We started just, go ahead, Bill. Sorry.
He's really into it, and he's really moving along with it. If anybody knows of I'm looking for a 1941 copy.
Yep,
If
I haven't
anybody
found.
can email me and
Yep.
you can loan it to me, because what we want to do is Art has his copies, but Julian's going to be overseeing those projects. And I want him, we've got the other two, we've been able to locate them off whatever, buy them or whatever. Okay, because I want to have the physical thing so we can compare it so there's no mistakes made in the map and the counters and stuff like that. So I'm looking for the 1941.
Yep.
And we'll obviously give it back to you. Okay, because we've been on eBay and we want to move these projects along. And then I've been thinking that the next one, I think Art is going to hand that in probably at the end of June.
Oh, that's fast.
So things are really moving, and I think I'm going to Burma.
Burma, GDW's Burma.
That's our next one.
Okay, and then I do have Greg Warren is making good progress. I checked in with him. I think it was late last week on Road to the Rhine. So he's got the map done, which I showed at the last Compass Games live show. I think it was last week, and he's got the rules updated already with the errata worked in, etc. So he's making really good progress. He started. We started Road to the Rhine before Art officially joined to work on the starting with the 1940s stuff. So we've got Road to the Rhine already moving closer to the finish line as far as getting the package ready for an artist. It's going to need an artist still, but it's going to be ready for an artist pretty soon as well. Some questions for you here. So I don't know if you want to take this one, Bill or Billy. Is NATO a remake that we have on Kickstarter right now?
No, it's just a reprint of the game we released last year, which was a remake of a game in 1980s.
Yep, by Bruce Maxwell. Absolutely, changed a lot, and people seem to really like the changes. And then John is asking, will there be a cap on the attendance for Compass Games Expo this November for attendees?
Well, if it gets too high, we can't have. I don't think. Well, what did we say our max was? Maybe 200.
Probably. I think we were looking around. Yeah, north of around 200. Sounds about right. Yep. David says thumbs up on GDW update. Thanks for the update on that. Mo wanted to, I think Mo heard your clarification, a copy of 1941. Yep. So we got that taken care of. If you don't get 1941 a hard copy, a photograph in high res for the map and the components would be great.
What I find is it's a lot easier to check when you have the actual components on a reprint.
All right. I think Keith is, yep, you got Keith, and then David, who runs the Facebook enthusiast group, and Mark Ruggiero says he has a punch copy he can send along. He's writing an email already. Art, we're trying not to distract Art from his 1940 through 42 project, but happy to see, Road to the Rhine. So potentially would Road to the Rhine be going to Art for artwork then, since the package is getting prepared for an artist? Bill, is that the plan for a Road to the Rhine? Or does that go somewhere else? It's a GDW. It's one of those GDW reprints.
When you mean go to the artist, what do you mean?
Well, we're not doing artwork for the game. We're actually getting the package together, like updated rules. The map got updated. So in other words, all the files for the game are ready for an artist shortly. But the person doing the game is not an artist. Greg Warren, he's a project team lead who helped.
So well, once it goes to artwork, okay, that's when see, because Art does his own artwork. That's right. Funny. So what I'm saying is, I'm seeing the actual artwork.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's sending it to us, and we haven't been able to check anything because I want to check it to the original just to make sure, and we haven't done that because I got a copy of 42 and 40.
Right.
Okay, so that's what we're doing there.
Right. Okay. All right. I'll talk about Road to the Rhine later, so no
problem.
And then
RMA,
thanks for joining us, RMA. Yeah, Road to the Rhine. It's a popular title, definitely from the 80s. I know Fire and Movement. I think it was Fire and Movement did a pretty good article review of Road to the Rhine as well. Will Medina ever get reprinted? I think I know the answer to this, but Bill, I'll let you take that.
Oh,
one.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Mr. Gordon, thanks for joining us today. Moving. So let's see. We're moving here from. Gordon has moved to Washington. Okay. There you go. Hopefully Art will make it to Compass Expo. Hopefully everybody can make it. It'd be great to see everybody in person.
Yeah, no, Art needs to come.
Yeah, Art needs to come. I agree. Do you need
And
scans?
Gordon-
Yeah, scans would be
Gordon
awesome.
needs- What?
Oh, somebody was asking about scans of the of any of the Series 120 stuff like 1941. So if we don't get a copy of the game, scans are always helpful. We've got scans of 1940 and 42, but not 41. So I think that's
Yeah,
the
because my
gap.
game plan is that these reprints are going to happen are going to be on the same. They're not going to replace stuff. They're just going to add to it.
Yep. Okay.
And we're looking at 4. I talked to Art and I wrote to the Ryan. We're looking at about 4 a year of GDW titles.
Okay, 4 a year. Okay, awesome. Looks like Mashing has a customer service question for you, which definitely I would say, Matt, thanks for joining us on YouTube, Mashing, tonight. And definitely, just so everybody knows, you can also send us emails to sales@compassgames.com if you ever have any customer service questions, but we're happy to take this now while we have Bill and Billy here. So you have lamps and NATO on order and paid for, and will they be shipped together to save on shipping? I paid for shipping separately. What would it be in the best interest to cancel my order and order both?
Yeah, here's what's going to happen. Lamps is going to actually ship, right? Because we have those.
Yeah.
Lamps is actually going to start shipping next week.
Okay, so it's going to ship ahead of
Yeah, NATO will be behind it.
Okay, so they're not shipping together, in other words. Like if you ordered them on Kickstarter as a bundle, like the add-on, they'll ship at different times, or I'm not sure how the shipping calculator works on Kickstarter.
No, with Kickstarter, they ship at the same time.
Okay, so he could, if he wanted to, he could.
So yeah, he could if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could just do the Kickstarter.
He could do it, yeah, and I'll just refund him the money.
Yeah, so Mashing, you could do that. You could just, you could go.
That's fine.
Okay. What is the status of the Russia Besieged Designer Edition Finish expansion, Bill? I think last time you said it was at the printers.
Yeah, it's at the printers.
It's at the printers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell Gordon he's got to send me his address, to email his address to me.
All right, Gordon. Yeah, Gordon, since you've moved to Washington, please send us your new address
so we get the NATO counters.
So you can get the NATO counters in the mail. Yep. And then Wolfgang is thanks for joining us, Wolfgang, on YouTube. If you bought NATO from outside party, third party, can we request the errata stickers from Compass customer service? Yes. In case you didn't hear Bill at the beginning of the show, he said just send an email to sales@compassgames.com and he'll take care of you. We just need an email from you, Wolfgang, and then your address.
Yeah, just email me with your mailing address. Yeah, how the add-ons work is we've got add-ons to NATO.
Yeah,
on Kickstarter where you can add on lamps, No Peace, or Brotherhood and Unity, because they're all now new and in stock again.
So let me show those add-ons again. So we have a question here from Bill on YouTube tonight. I'm not clear on the 3 add-ons for the Kickstarter, so I'm going to share that now for you, Bill. So over here, I'll hide your question. So on the Kickstarter page, as you just start scrolling down, the first text you're going to see about the campaign is see the available add-ons of the newly back in print games. So we have 3 games that are now newly back in print. They just arrived. So that means literally you just have to scroll down to the bottom of the page. And when you get to the bottom, you'll see the available add-ons section. So what you want to do is if you're interested in one or more of these add-on games, these are the 3 games you can add through your Kickstarter pledge. You have a choice to add 1, 2, or 3, and you can do that. And they'll ship together, as Bill just mentioned earlier.
Yeah, we've got a lot of, and I'll just say it as a, we've got potentially, and I'll tell you because we have a lot of changes coming. Hopefully, knock on wood, to Compass Games. So,
oh, that's a big tease. You got, what are these changes that are coming?
I can't tell anybody, and they might not happen.
Oh, okay. Darn.
But I'll tell you what one of them is.
Okay. Yeah, tell us what one of them is, at least.
One of them is our tremendous. Right? What am I gonna say?
Sort of like that. So I know what you
Billy's hiding. I don't know if
You
that's
know what
a
I'm
good
gonna
or
say?
I don't know
Okay,
Billy
what's
well
up?
enough if that's a good or a bad sign when Billy's got his
I don't care.
face in his
Yeah.
hand.
No, I'll tell you, we are so happy and impressed with Brittany
Yeah.
and the whole marketing stuff.
Yeah.
And she is really and it's not just the marketing, okay? She brings a whole different dimension and thinking to the Bill Thomas School of Thought. And it's just it's just, you know what it is? You have all the pieces of a puzzle.
And I
What?
wouldn't say more, right?
What?
I wouldn't say more, no.
No, what not?
I wouldn't say more, would I?
What?
I think it's just fun.
Oh, and I can't say Billy says you can't say too much tonight, Bill.
Wait. Bill,
Billy says he's putting you on a leash, Bill. Be careful now. Oh, they're on mute. Oh, I could unmute him from here actually, but that would be mean. I won't unmute him from here. That would be sneaky if I did that. So there. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I need to show you. Hold on. We got to do
What?
this right. So hold on. There we go. There you go. You guys.
no,
done
we're
yet?
back. We're
Oh,
back.
you're back. Okay, business meeting's over.
It's
Okay.
just- yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, no, you think you have everything, and you know you really didn't. But she fits in so nicely in the whole Compass family,
Yeah.
and she works as a she works for a marketing firm, so she doesn't work for us directly.
Right.
But she is the missing. She just fits in.
Right.
And I hope she feels that way because we're very impressed with her ability.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully that will continue. Okay, because we've got a lot of things that we're planning, and she's a very important part of that
Absolutely.
piece of
She was
puzzle.
very busy today, like every other day. I know that we had a lot going on today with the Kickstarter launch overnight and getting the newsletter ready, and lots of stuff going on.
I didn't do good.
Oh, watch out! I'm going to put the business meeting thing back on. Watch out now. No, as a nice comment here, as Gordon says, congrats, Brittany, for a job well done. So definitely true. And Michael says, oh, they're in a business meeting again. See, I can't even. There they go. Look, there we lost
I
Billy
get
now.
excited.
Yeah, I know you do.
There he is. Great addition. Michael says, great addition to have Brittany helping us. And as Gordon said earlier, as I showed, congrats to have. It's great to have Brittany on. I guess congrats to Bill, to us, to have Brittany helping us, right? There you
Oh
go.
no, yeah.
Look a couple down.
What?
Lee says she brings some great diversity. That's absolutely true. Brittany's clarification sheet is blank. That's true. She never had any errata. That's one of the strong points. That's for sure. Let's see. Somebody says, oh, Jason says the big change is we're going to be releasing Vassal modules before the actual game is released on the market. That's the big announcement coming. He's teasing.
Well, the good thing is Brittany. See that's Mo part of the team. Okay, with Mo, but Brittany is on my side in the whole Vassal argument.
Oh yeah, there you go. So we got some competition with
What?
more against Mo there.
I know she's not on my side.
Yeah, but John was there when she said that. And John says, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's not on my side. Nobody's on my
No.
side.
Okay. All right.
But no,
So I think
I'm
the big changes besides
I'm just so excited because I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And this is just how I function. Okay. In 2018, I went through a what would you say, Bill? I wouldn't say I go through phases in my business life. Okay, and that business life is I go through phases where I do acquisitions, where I change things up. Okay, and then I go through phases where I sell stuff, and now
Like another midlife crisis.
yeah, people have midlife crises. I have it with business. Okay, I don't have it personally. So 2018 was my last big issue where I took over 2 companies. Right, 2 companies. No, 3 companies. Matt told me 3.
What was the third? Oh,
It was Value, Charter Oak, and Compass.
Yep.
Yeah, I took over 3 companies.
Uh-huh.
I took control of them,
you got another one.
and then I bought another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I say to myself, okay, I get them back on track. We do what we need to do. And I woke up the other day and I said, I need to do something more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm taking Compass, okay, to a different, right? I want to expand. What do you say?
I thought what that one was what we were working on for you.
No, I'm just looking at doing things differently.
There's something that's missing.
Uh-huh. So AJ thinks a Compass IPO is coming, or Fango thinks something around euros maybe, or we got all kinds of comments in here. Senior citizen discount. I saw another one which I can't find. You're going to be
Senior
releasing
citizen discount.
Compass swag. Compass swag's going to be coming finally. Compass merch, or senior citizen discount, since that's most of us, like myself.
No, and I do think GDW really was a step in that direction in my mind, in one of my directions I'm thinking of, because now I can re-release games, okay, that should have been released, that are 30, 40 years old, great games, but they're just out of date.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Brittany. I'm excited about the whole Compass team, and we're really what's that? Compass crypto? Nah.
No NFTs. I don't know if we're doing NFTs or crypto yet. We could always do like a game as crypto, like a blockchain. That's true. There are ways to do that.
So no, I'm pretty excited because I'm because everything's running on what word did I say? Everything's running very smoothly.
Vince says, "Don't sell Compass to TSR." He hears that would end badly. So.
Oh no, I never sell my Compass.
Compass computer games. Let's see.
No, computers aren't my bag. Oh, I got to tell you. Okay, and I see these. What are they? War game books.
Oh, the books, yeah, though that's by Worthington Publishing's doing war game books now.
Yeah, but other companies are doing it.
Are they? I haven't seen any others yet. I haven't.
Yeah, no, I've seen 2, and I guess I don't. Yeah, good for that. Good for everybody. I just don't find the appeal.
I haven't seen any of them, to be honest. I don't know enough about them, but
because my understanding is you got to have a pencil to do it.
Right. So maybe you're buying Twitter. Are you going in with Elon Musk on Twitter? Is that what it is?
No, they issued the poison pill against me.
Or Applebee's. Maybe you're going to do something with Applebee's. I think people are thinking it's Applebee's.
No. So no, I'm pretty excited. I think in the next 6 months, okay, we're going to be doing some different stuff, and I think that with the reprints that I'm doing, I can ramp up. What is a war game book? That's what I asked.
Yeah, I don't know what they are either. I've just seen the ads for them because I have to post new release announcements, but I've only seen the ones Worthington have done up to now.
Yeah, and I heard it's good. I just don't know. Yeah.
And Bill says it sounds like an interesting pairing. Yeah, it definitely has a natural. I just don't know how the decision making works when you use a book. I guess they're definitely beer and pretzel, good travel games, probably for a flight or something. Makes sense.
Yeah. But you have to use a pencil.
What's the trend right now from Rally 72 on YouTube, Bill? What's the trend shipping container cost?
The one that, which is funny, the one that has sat out of New York
still
for over 30 days. Imagine that. We had no problems until this last shipment, and it stood out New York Harbor for 30 days before it could be let in. And Then we found out we couldn't even get anybody to ship it from New York to Connecticut, which is what, maybe an hour and a half. Okay, because the port of New York isn't taking back the containers. So what happens is the trucking companies are sitting on the containers. Our normal trucking company has 100 containers in their lot empty that they can't take back to the port to be put on ships going the other way.
Oh, geez.
So he couldn't even deliver to us because he goes, I can't deliver because I don't have room to take the. So we had to go to. We found somebody who cost us. Such for the trucking, it cost us. It normally cost us $1,500 to get a truck from New York to Connecticut.
1,500.
Yeah, this because we had to go to our not regular guy, and it's been trucking. We had to pay like $2,700. But going back to the container that docked the other day, we paid $20,000 for. Okay, the container leaving there on May 1st is only $13,000.
Is that the most recent one? Or
yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
that's
the
going to be
most
leaving.
recent
13,
one.
so it dropped by $7,000. Okay.
Yeah, it's really coming. The highest we paid was 24. Then it went to 20. Now it's down to 13.
So when China goes to Taiwan, I guess the container costs are going to go up a little bit.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Shanghai is where outside of Shanghai is where our factory is.
And they've been shut down.
And they were shut down for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you've got everybody joining us for the live town hall tonight is really wondering what these changes are you're thinking about. You've hinted about Brittany and what she's brought to Compass. People are still trying to figure out. They think there's more because you said you go through these change of business life things. So they're wondering if it's miniatures. You're going from war games to peace games. Hiring Vanna White to do unboxings for you.
Vanna White.
What else we have? We have maybe doing something in the printing business, like a house printer, or bringing manufacturing in house to a degree somehow. Boy, you got everybody now trying to figure out what it is that you're thinking about doing. Since
yeah, because what I did was I brought in the young people of the company, okay, and that includes Bill, Julian, and Heather, okay, and I asked them, I go, look, what would you want to do? Okay, we have Compass, fine, okay, but we're in a position now where what would you want to do? And we talked about miniatures, we talked about Euros, we talked about all different types of things. We actually did think about interesting. We talked about
Bill's doing his own podcast. There you go.
Yeah, we talked about we actually talked about bringing in printing. We actually met with the guy.
Oh yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah, because I said, let's say, and hypothetically, let's say that what happens? Let's say that we all see what's happened in Ukraine and how one little thing can amount to a global catastrophe and affect everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is, what happens if China
That's
goes
what mashing
away?
P is. That's what mashing P here is.
Okay, where I want to say 95% of games are made in China, Euro games, war games. Okay, what happens if that went away or you couldn't do that anymore?
Yeah, sure.
So what we've been doing is part of it is we've been saying, how can we do this stuff in the U.S. and have a backup? Okay, right. Bill? We met with a couple printers this week. Okay, yeah, miniatures, I guess, is a big. Brittany told me that.
Well, I know for Kickstarters, all the big Kickstarters I've seen that have earned several $100,000 in revenue, right, in gross revenue, they always have a big miniatures component to it, like add-ons and a ton of add-ons and levels. You can go up levels and get more components, but it seems every huge Kickstarter has miniatures for some reason. I don't know if that's correct or not, but At least what I've seen. I don't know. Maybe others here think differently. I don't know what it is that makes them go for 400, 500,000 or more. So that's an idea. Include some MREs in the Compass games. So if there's any worldwide crisis, you can buy games and get some MREs, right? Minis sell big time in Kickstarter. So yeah, I think that's what we're talking about there. Go for the Gutenberg in-house, right?
Gutenberg, yeah.
Print press, right? Get the printing press in-house for risk mitigation strategy, as they say, right? Oh, here's one interesting. Go into 3D printing for miniatures. Greg even goes there, talking about that. A coalition with a bunch of other publishers to do a co-op to print counter sheets. Some folks are big on minis for sure here, as you can see. Another one, work with other companies on combined shipping. Now, that'd be a tough one because it's already more than a full-time business running Compass probably for you, Bill, with all the help you got, right?
What?
Working with other publishers.
Please, I never work with anybody else.
Yeah, miniatures are giving way to 3D printing models, as Brian is backing what Greg said and others said. Let's see. Welcome, Jason, to the show tonight. So lots of interest. So we're really getting focused on printing here. So printing, I think it's because of the risk mitigation, because if things went sideways with China, that's the concern, and with the containers and everything else. So yeah. I'm in a game group. Vexed says he's in a game group between 23 to 60 years old. That they don't have time to deal with minis, so they're not mini players. So there you go. But Mo says that Kevin is going to learn DBA. That's Ancients Miniatures. That's a very successful.
Yeah, no, I'm not a miniature fan myself. I don't even know how people can do it. But
mini games are pricey to pledge. That's probably how they get their few $100,000. Probably makes sense. There's probably a correlation there because of the cost of production. So I agree with that. I think a lot of people want merchandise. A lot of people said, I want to see Compass merch as a change. So I didn't show all those comments. Phalanx does war games and miniatures right. Not too many, but good quality. US printer would allow to better manage your release schedules. I don't know if we have trouble managing our release schedules when we have a lot of finished games products in the warehouse. I think we're fortunate there that you can pretty much build. You could really change the release schedule if you wanted, because you've got so many options in the warehouse. But it's true, if somebody's just trying to publish games, it does take longer, obviously, to get things from overseas. That's for sure. Michael likes the How to Play series and game support. He couldn't ask for more. He's very happy with the support. So that's a hat tip to Mo.
Yeah, Mo does a great job.
Mo does a great job with that. And I know also Brittany's doing a great job. She's adding more content and information about games on Kickstarter. So she tries to take an educational bent as well. We're not looking to just do a sales pitch. We're looking to provide more educational value. And I did make a mistake in the newsletter. I want to mention, Mo pointed it out, my error, that the newsletter mentions the Assault Artillery, Red Poppies campaigns, Learn to Play session, and we actually dropped a new session just last week, which is War for America by Gilbert Collins. So Gilbert Collins did a great job. Mike wants a compass. Yeah. So there are a lot of comments. So I'd say all the comments are around, some said computers. Not too many people said computers because we got Vassal, I think. Some comments on Vassal. Miniatures for sure. Compass merchandise. Working with other publishers. Getting a 3D printer. Getting printing done in-house. Yada, yada. So a lot of folks are one or two others were about getting more games, getting more older games like you did with GDW. They thought that was a neat idea for nostalgia reasons. Keep mixing it up with the nostalgic releases and the new designer titles that you're doing. So they like seeing the GDW stuff that's in the works, obviously. And then we've got others, Vance von Boris. We've got Remember the Main is being worked on. Hitler's Last Gamble is a huge project. There's others, Tank Leader.
Yeah, the only thing I'm saying is see, those are those are different. And I'll tell you why, John. Those are remakes.
Yes, some of them are definitely.
Okay, when you look at, and that's great. When I look at Hitler's Last Gamble, when I look at NATO, when I look at what other ones did you say? You said a couple.
Even Vance's game is sort of a
Yeah.
remake. He's changing
Yeah.
it too. He's
See,
changing that one a
what
bit.
I'm looking at is taking these old titles, okay, and really just and you're always going to have the people say, well, these titles, okay, they had some issues or they weren't playable,
Right.
okay, or I did variants for them. But you want to know something? Most of these titles were playable and all playable at the time, okay, and there's it goes back to a simpler time that you could sit these down and get them done.
Right. A lot of folks are they're on your wavelength, Bill. What you're talking about now, that focusing on reprint versus remake versus remake. So remakes take a lot longer. We're going through that obviously with Hitler's Last Gamble and a few other projects. But the idea like reprinting something like an Ambush, or somebody mentioned 3W games would be cool. Like, could you do more in the area of other publishers? So I think people like the ideas of you mixing new games, new designer titles with the older stuff if we can update them quickly. So there you go. So you still got us wondering. We don't know what your changes are coming. So I think you've kept it close to the vest, as Billy probably. Here's one of my favorite comments tonight. As Greg Smith knows, I liked Raid on Saint Nazaire. So just so you know, I've been twisting Greg's arm, and he's looking at that right now to do this would be a remake, a different game, obviously not a copy of that original Avalon Hill game. This would be a totally different Gregory Smith signature design. And,
yeah, see my thing is I'm not touching the new releases. These are all add-ons. Okay.
Right.
So if I'm releasing 18, 20 games a year, okay, this has nothing to do with those.
Oh, gotcha. In addition to. Yep.
This is an addition to. And what they are going to be is they're really going to be collector limited quantities.
Yeah.
Okay, then they're not going to have print runs of my normal games.
Sure.
Okay, they're going to have limited quantities. And so, yeah, that's it.
There you go. There's an idea, right? Limited edition reprints, new editions, and absolutely. So Greg just conceded here. He just got a copy of Raid of Saint Nazaire from a fellow attendee on the live show.
Never liked that game. Never could figure it out.
Yeah, well, that's because you don't have Greg's version of the game yet. You're gonna love Greg's version when he gets to it. So everybody says, Greg, let's go on it. So there you go. Ambush. They like the Ambush series, but they want to see Ambush done for other topics like Hannibal and Napoleon and Caesar. So there's a sort of a twist on taking something old and making it new. And thanks, Mike, for coming here. Oh, Mike, you want to re-enter your hashtag? Your hashtag, that is not going to work for the free game due to the typo. You want to retype that. Oh, I like this one. Like Mo says, we'll get all mounted maps on marble backing like ancient Stone Age with marble counters. And yeah, that shouldn't cost too much for shipping. Probably a few $1,000s. There you go. How many games can Greg stir? That's right.
All right, so we got a lot of stuff going on.
That's great. No, I'd say absolutely.
And I think with Enemy Action Kharkov, okay, we're actually because the problem with these enemy action games are there 3 games in one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And John Butterfield, it takes him a long time to do because the 2 players probably the easiest, and then the solo is probably the hardest
to test out. Yeah.
And I've always been in the camp that I want to put all 3 games together, even though the 2-player has been done for 2.5 years or 3 years.
Right.
Okay. But we have to wait for the other 2. So the problem is with, I think we're going to switch it up going forward in the next one. Okay.
What's switch it up mean? What's that mean?
The
Switch it up?
two-player will be released separately.
From the solitaire ones because of the time.
And the solitaire will be released when it's ready. Because again, the two-player can be done quicker. Okay, and we'd have it out 2-3 years ahead of time.
Right.
And then you could get the solitaire one as part of that. So
they are like completely different projects when it comes down to it. So Larry, you've caught Larry's attention about what you said about limited edition print runs for reprints. So would you have to do pledges for those, or would it be some other format? How would that work for a customer like Larry if you decided to do Ambush, or you pick the game, something that you're just going to reprint limited quantity? How would it work for the customer? How would you see that working?
Yeah, it would be a pledge type thing that would be cut off.
Oh, have a cutoff to it. So you have to pledge, and then nothing goes through distributors, or it would be direct on?
Well, no, here's what I'd have to look. I'm not going to, distributors make up a big part of my business, so I can't cut them off.
Sure.
Okay, but what will happen is it will be a quantity, whatever that quantity is, and it will be divided among, like 30% will go to distributors, 70% pre-orders, but once they're gone, they're gone.
Got you. So a lot of attention for Ambush again tonight, which I think is a growing trend. I think Ambush is coming up more and more, and I know we've talked about what Eric said about it. So absolutely, I get it. Will Sea Power and State make it out this year? Is a question from Rally on YouTube channel.
No, early next year.
Early next year. Okay. Just going through. There's a lot of comments. We got everybody curious about this stuff. How about John?
I could get rid of some of this stuff.
And then John Southard, update on the John.
Oh yeah,
Southard
we love John.
Tokyo Express game that John Southard's working on.
Yeah, he's Grand Move South is next. He's wrapping that up. Okay, then he's working on Carrier Battles.
Yep.
And
Carrier
then
Battles. Yep.
Tokyo Express, and then the Connecting.
Right. Somebody asked about East Front Battle Squad. That one's just
what's happening with that, John?
That one's just it's going to be going through a rules edit that I'm going to be doing. I haven't finished it yet. I've been working on some projects with Greg just to get some projects for Greg wrapped up, like Western Front Ace got wrapped up, and now we're wrapping up Atlantic Sentinels. So as soon as I get Atlantic Sentinels done, I'm going to move on to East Front Quad next. So that's the update. Sorry I didn't answer your question earlier about East Front Quad battles. I showed the question if I could find it, but that's going to go through a rules edit. But the artwork is basically done other than any modifications. Will there be any additional games for other areas adding on to NATO? So taking Bruce Maxwell's NATO game, going to other theaters. I'm not aware of Bruce doing that because he's working on Air and Armor titles.
No, I do think we're looking at it going to a different
theater.
Now a different time.
Oh, different time, more contemporary. Okay, so Richard, more contemporary time period for NATO, which probably makes a lot of sense right now. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Doing enemy action for World War I. Yep. Carrier's getting done, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yep. No, I think with the next enemy action, it's going to end.
Oh, enemy action's in it. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and then anything on Stellar Horizons brewing?
Yeah, we're the expansion is actually in play testing.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, Western Front Ace, that one, we just finished the work on that a little over a week ago. Right now, I'm just gathering the final files, and as we have to do a final version check on all files to make sure they're right. That's why I didn't get nervous today on Russian Campaign, because we have to go through checking all the files, but we're just, Jason, we're just wrapping that up. There's no new work to do on Western Front Ace. Everything is done on that one. I'll try to show the rules. I think I showed the rules of Western Front Ace already, actually. Let's see here. Hey, Bill, any update on Silent War IGN update?
Yeah, they're working. Yeah, it's moving along.
Okay, great. Michael says thank you, Bill, for the support.
Oh,
he received your email about the correction counters. for NATO. And since some people have asked, there is mention of stickers, and we didn't really specify. There's stickers for two very small pieces of map errata. One was a misspelling, I believe, of
Yeah,
a city
it
name,
really,
and one was missing a symbol. Another one was missing a symbol in a different area. So they're very small stickers for the map, for known errata, for known map errata. But then you're also getting the actual correction counters die cut as well.
Yeah, now, just so everybody knows, okay, my rationale, and it might be wrong, but it's my rationale, is that, what's my rationale? Oh, yeah, because there were a couple ridiculous, not even minor, it's really stupid, but on Third World War, okay? And no, those will not be issued separately, because here's my rationale. Yes, we're putting them in Paper Wars, but we're also going to put them in the next edition, meaning the next expansion for the next series games, because that's what I do. Okay, if it's just one or two counters, okay, like on Doomsday of Germany, there were one or two minor counter errata that really didn't affect the game. So in the Balkans, they're there. You know what I'm saying? The next game in the series. Yep. So when it's a series game, okay, then the counters will be in those games. So that's what I get a question on. Well, why did you do NATO? Why did you do African Campaign years ago? Why did you do No Peace was a series game?
Sure.
That we put in Chromatic War and No Peace together. So my issue is NATO is not going to have another theoretically game in that series.
Okay.
Per se.
Got it. Thanks. Final word. Just want to get everybody to get their town hall, #town hall in. We're going to be doing the drawing pretty soon. So thanks for doing that. Thomas says he thought that was fine how you handled that with Doomsday with the counter. So thanks for that.
I'll tell you, I got the maps. How did I get the maps? Oh, how did we get the maps?
For which one?
We got the maps. Oh, okay, we laid out at the warehouse at the office one day. Doomsday, Germany, plus the Balkans, and then we added the 7 maps of Norway and that's going to come in the next.
For Doomsday.
Series. Oh my God, Jesus! It's huge, and that's not even all, because that's going to eventually be the whole world.
Oh my gosh!
And same thing with, and again, Third World War. We're already planning on. I think I've talked to everybody, and we've scrapped, and people can disagree. Okay, but I want to bring fun to the hobby, and because they were going to update the order of battle.
Yeah, for what we've learned from research, like
and I said, look, yeah, you can work on that, but the problem is that is an extraordinary, difficult, time-consuming project.
Yeah,
then
2
you
years.
Have to play test everything.
Yep.
So I said, scrap that idea for now, and let's get the Manchurian front out.
Yep.
Let's get the Cuba game out. Okay, so that's what they're working on. And I had a good conversation with the leader of those projects, and we hope that we can get at least one out in the next year and a half.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I agree with you completely, because that would take 2 to 3 years minimum with decent play testing. And and the project team is so focused and so meticulous that I would add another year or 2 on top of that, just because of the details you'd have to go through to update so you'd never see a game for 3 to 4 to 5 years on Third World War again. I'd like to avoid that. So no, great. So I think we're good. I think we covered a lot. Let me make sure. So I just want to make sure we talked about everything. So let me just go back. On the newsletter, I think we talked about everything. We talked about the new Learn to Play title for War for America that Gilbert Collins did. So that's now available on our website. So make sure everybody checks that out. I'm just showing here, make sure we didn't miss anything from the newsletter. We talked about African Campaign. We talked about the expo. Just scrolling down, upcoming releases. Yes. So Russian Campaign, Test of Faith, there might be an audible there. It could have been Enemy Action Kharkov. So we'll see what holds the second spot there. coming up. But this was also big news, which I actually wasn't aware of this till today. So the game Restock, a Brotherhood and Unity and No Peace Without Spain, second edition. Those are now officially shipping now. That's why it's part of the Kickstarter with NATO that we're running right now. So that's good news. Covered that. So Vassal, again, everybody knows about Vassal, the video links, the recent game releases. And as I mentioned, I did get this wrong. Assault Artillery is not the most recent. It's the War for America by Gilbert Collins, which was I watched that a little bit. It was really well done, as all of them are. And yeah, that gets us caught up, Bill. I think we're good. So I don't know if there's anything else you or Billy want to cover tonight.
No,
We're
that's
at
it.
We're at 8:08. We're at 68 minutes in.
Anything else?
Let's see. I'm looking at questions here. I think. Let's see. Got a lot of folks. 195 folks tuned in, almost 200. So thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight. So I think we're good. I don't see any burning questions here at the bottom. I think we're good. So yeah, I think we're ready for a drawing. If you're okay with that, Bill.
Yeah, right.
And what are we going to be giving away? Is it African Campaign
Bill
being
decides.
the new release?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill said, African Campaign.
All right, so African Campaign it is. We're going to be going away. Here's an example. Here's the picture of it. So this is, again, just a reminder. This is a new second edition designer printing of African Campaign by John Edwards. It's got now, for the first time, a mounted game map, thicker counters, and all the errata worked into the rules, the components, etc. So definitely a nice addition to the classic war game library, if you will. So are you ready for the drawing, guys?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, here we go. Good luck to everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. And let's see who wins the free game of African Campaign. Gary Clarkson on YouTube, you are the winner of the African Campaign, Deluxe Second Edition.
No, I didn't want to use
So let me just provide you some information here.
Brotherhood.
I'll make sure, Gary, please send an email to sales
I didn't like that.
compassgames.com with your name, mailing address, and that you won African Campaign tonight. We'll get that copy of the game out to you right away. So congratulations. That game is just now shipping. People are just now receiving it. So congratulations to Gary.
Yeah, very good.
Awesome. All righty. I think we're all set then. I think we're all good.
Yep, everything's
It's
going good.
A lot going on, and you got everybody now curious about what any big business changes might be in the offing for Compass. You've got everybody's curiosity peak. So we'll we know it's going to be whatever it is will be good, positive changes when they happen, if they happen. So we'll provide updates as they happen. All right. I'll turn it over to you guys for the sign off for tonight.
Well, that's it.
All righty. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back next week for another episode of Compass Games Live. It was great to have you again. And thanks so much again for joining us. We really appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.